Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakah Hakudash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us His truth. Wa Shalom to you, Akim, that push the word across the four corners of this globe with our truth and sincerity by Hashem Harakah Hakudash. And pretty much, I just want to touch on a quick lesson, to really touch upon, how the great majority of our people, which was mainly Yahweh Bashem outside is really only dealing with his election, and pretty much the rest are blinded. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this in Isaiah. Lucky is bear with me. This is Isaiah 6, verse 9. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. And I'm gonna get this precept. Because Yahweh Shema Shai, he sends forth, his prophets to go out there in the highways and byways, and warn our people of the coming destruction that's coming, of the coming judgments that's coming, and and giving you, what you can do so that you can possibly be saved, and Lord willing that you be of the election, what you can do to please Yahweh Shema Shai, to escape his wrath, man, through the fear of the Lord. I'm saying, we're showing you, what you can do. To show forth your fear in Yahweh Shema Shai, so that ultimately, he has mercy upon you, man. And that's pretty much, what it is, man. Those whom the Lord is gonna have mercy upon from what is coming, man. Because see, a lot of our people, on the planet is getting ready to be overtaken by a time of great judgment, such as never was since there was to be a nation, man. And they will go through it, man, and be consumed by it, man. But only a very small remnant, a very small amount amongst you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the chosen of Yahweh Shema Shai, are going to be escaped by these judgments, man. And they're going to be in it, but they ain't going to be consumed by it, man. You hear, the prophecies of famine, martial law, the newly created creatures and beasts, teeth of wild beasts, World War III, mainly the missiles, man, at the second coming of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And these are the main, things, that were prophesying to you on what's coming. It's lucky, I don't know why this thing's not fucking working. This is just a second, man. Let me try to I don't know why this thing's not working. Bear with me. Bear with me real quick. It's like it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, Yeah, come on. Let's check out chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. You know, and these are the things, that we are truly prophesying to you about, man. We're speaking to the ears of our people, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans, and as well as you Confusion of Faith Israelites, telling you that, that great prophecy is getting ready to be unfolded out here, man. And with that prophecy, is going to be major chaos, a time of great tribulation and trouble such as never was since on this planet, man. But we are approaching that time, and that time is getting ready to be manifested and fulfilled, in our time, man. But Jake, hear this thing, and the fear of the Lord is not in their heart, man. It's not in their mind, to show forth their repentance, through fear. It's not in their mind to be like, you know what, the things I'm doing right now, I don't think it's pleasing, the power. I don't think it's pleasing the God of the Bible, Yahweh, and His Son, Yahweh Shai. So, I'm gonna turn my life around, and show for my repentance unto them, man, because I'm not trying to get caught up in these judgments that's coming, man. But see, the only reason why, Jake is not doing that, majority of our people aren't doing that is because the Lord, has given them up unto, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to Isaiah, because the Lord has given them up, to continue in their blindness, man. This is Isaiah 6, verse 9. He said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed, man. So that's the Lord telling the angel, though they hear this word, but see, to make their hearts, fat, meaning, like pretty much, to be able to, like, they can't fucking, be able to see and perceive and understand this word to be, and believe, because, they're either distracted, with some bullshit in this world, or some wickedness that they're doing, so don't make them see this thing, man. Because why? Because this is only reserved for His election, man. The predestined, the preordained, the initiated souls, man. For them to, understand and perceive this thing, man. This is why the majority of our people are scoffers. They hear this word, and they fucking hate us. They want to kill us. And Jake just show forth no type of fear and respect towards this truth, man. But this is the truth. This is the truth in the word of the power of the Bible, man. And everybody, claims how much they believe, claim how much they love this and that, claim how much, his son, this and that, But yeah, here it is, our people have no idea, it's like no understanding of, the first thing in the scriptures, man. Like Genesis 1:1. Jake has no understanding, man. Because why? Because see, ultimately the Lord has given them up to strong delusions, man. So that they don't see this thing, so that they what? They believe, so that they don't believe this truth and be damned. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion. Yeah, man. Jake, right now, our people are in a strong ass delusion, man. You got Jake, wholeheartedly believes, you know, that the so-called white man, is their savior, man. Jake calling upon fucking, Jesus and Jesus. Jake think that the name of the power is literally God and Jesus, man. Jake don't go into, to words, to history, Our people are just, ignorant, and just living off of, dogma, man. Things are what people, are taught, man. And this devil, is teaching you that, man. The so-called white man is teaching you, his doctrine, man. That the Messiah looks like him and everything in heaven looks like him. Everything literally looks like, the so-called white people. No, man, that's not true, man. Because when you really, get into the scriptures, you'll be revealed to, the truth, and it's really not, the way you've been taught growing up, of the ideologies of the Bible, is completely not true. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is literally believing a lie, but see, only a small remnant, are woken up from that, a mess and deception. But this is 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness, man. Yeah, man. How is Jake not believing the truth? See, when the Lord, has brought forth the prophets, to be made to stand upon their feet and prophesy, the truth of the scriptures, man. Like the elder Apostle Gabar said, for far too long, lies has been taking its place. Now it's time for the truth. And that's true, man. The Lord has ordained the truth, to be set up and to be brought forth and spoken into existence, man. And spoken into, because, it already existed, But through his men, the prophets, the men of the Lord, they're out here, all throughout the world, prophesying, and being made a spectacle unto the world, and a lot of people are scoffing, and a few are believing. But the main point is that, those that, that saw this thing, see, either you're of the election or either you're not, everybody's in the sealing process, man. Those, to be sealed to be of the election, and those to be sealed, for destruction and damnation, man. And those that scoffing, not believing this truth, the wrath of the Most High is going to abide upon you, man. And so, when Jake, hear this word, come to the camp scoffing, they cuss you out, for example, you might have, when you woke up to the truth, you might have, told certain family members, friends, whatever, and they just literally just shut you the fuck out, and, just literally, cut you off, and, and just literally, cuss you out, mock the name and everything. Well, hey, that was their moment, for them to hear this word, and either they was going to take heed, or either, they was going to scoff, and they chose to scoff. Well, hey, that's their damnation, man. Because why? Because they don't believe this thing, man. But rather they have pleasure in continuing in their wickedness, man. I believe it's in John, when men love darkness. Okay, this is fuck it. Bear with me. This is John chapter 3, verse 19. I started verse 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. And this is the this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. So anytime, if you came across yourself, like trying to, like shed light, on a family member, by telling them this truth, the real gospel, and the first thing they did was just fucking look at you sideways, look at you crazy, talk shit against you, and now they talk shit secretly behind your back, and do like family events, or friends talk shit behind your back, while you're not around. Or just their spirit against you is just completely, just completely just fucking backwards to you. It's because see you're of the light, but their deeds are evil, man. And they love darkness, man. Here it is, the truth is over unto them. And they rather cleave into their wicked evil deeds, man. Because why? Because see, they ain't trying to be reproved on their deeds, man. But see, the Lord is only here for his election, man. You see, they're already condemned, man. And the Lord ordained them for them, to cleave to these lies, and to their idols, until the time of judgment comes, man. Because see, the Lord gave everybody a chance, man. The Lord gave you opportunity, to show forth, how much, to show for your repentance, man. How much, the true power means to you, through, his prophets, he sent you teachers, for you, to take heed and listen to, man. Because the Lord's not going to, come down to you and fucking talk to you himself, man. The Lord, only did that for Moses, and I'm saying, and we was all on the mountain, and Jake came up on, and Jake came up all, on the mountain at the presence of the Most High with Moses, and Jake all turned back, because of the great, terrible fear, of the Most High, man. The Most High is not going to, do that to you, man. First and foremost, see, and Jake think that the Most High is going to come down, and talk to them, like one-on-one, man. Like, no, man. The Lord is not going to, do that, to, the average regular nigga, man. But that's how Jake is walking around, man. With that type of mindset. That's like, the Christianity type mindset, man. The only God can judge me type spirit. Cause see, if the Most High was to come down and talk to you, I'm saying, first and foremost, you would die, man. Just by even, looking at his face. Because why? Because we are all corruptible, man. And these vile bodies. You see, but that's how Jake is walking around, man. Thinking that the Most High owes them. But see, the Lord's gonna send, man. Yahweh Shemel has always dealt with prophets, even from the garden, man. From the very beginning, man. The Lord has always dealt with, his servants, the prophets, to warn, to mainly warn, to warn his people, man, his chosen. And in these last days, it's no different, man. The Lord don't change, man. But see, this is why the Lord's only dealing with, the small remnant, because only a few are going to show forth obeisance, man. Obedience. But see, the rest were blinded. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth but had pleasure in unrighteousness, man. Niggas are taking pleasure in smoking weed, being faggots, and committing adultery, fucking gangbanging, just deaf culture, and see, that's, their deeds, man, to the point to where, if light were to come through, you know, and reprove them, you know, they gonna hate it, man. Because what? Because of their, their love and the cares, for their unrighteousness, man. You know, they're taking pleasure, man. They're taking, delight in committing these evil things, man. Committing abominations, man. You know, which ultimately the Lord gave them up to these things, man. Because why? Because see, it's scary, man. See, because we don't know if we even of the election, man. Like, yeah, we're in the truth, but our name's not guaranteed on the chariot, man. Because we don't know, if we're gonna be in that chariot, man. So you gonna know, unless you have that spiritual power, and you find yourself in that chariot, man. You know what I'm saying? But see, right now, all we can do is continue to hope and fear, man. Because we can be in this thing, today, in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and tomorrow, it's gonna be some, like something different, man. Which is why, you fear Yahweh Shem Yahshai, I'm speaking first and foremost of myself and to your brothers and sisters that's listening, to continue to do the things, that you're, supposed to be doing with the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. So ultimately what? So that you escape his wrath that's coming, man. And this is what the Lord sent for his prophets, to warn his people for, man. The Lord is giving you the solution, to get your ass right, man. But see, it's up to you, man. Like what our forefather Moses said, that he asked Jake, to on this day, choose you life or death, man. To keep the commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahshai or not. You see, Jake, love darkness, man. The great majority, 2/3 of the people love fucking darkness, man. And they take pleasure in their unrighteousness. So that's why Jake is bold enough to literally scoff against the prophets, man. And striving with the priests. Man. This is Hosea chapter 4. Shalakia. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 4. Yet let no man strive nor reprove one another, for thy people are as they that strive with the priests. Like really, man. That's like, I'm saying, that's like that like in the ancient world, like the thought of even trying to like even like to scoff, like it didn't even matter if if your opinions, your belief differed. That was a dishonorable fucking action, man. Like to even because what? Because the Lord is dealing with the priests, man. The Lord and back then, like the understanding and the knowledge, that we had was more, spiritual, man. Like you couldn't just come up any type of way, to anybody whom Yahweh Shem Yahshai was dealing with, man. Or else, you get fucked up, man. It didn't matter, if you didn't like him or not, or your opinion different, man. At the end of the day, shit, if, like say if you had some type of, like bad opinion about him, at the end of the day, you would make some type of like conflict resolution, towards a prophet or whatever, man. But to strive against him, see, now the Lord, his wrath is abiding upon you, man. And see, and back then, everybody knew that, man. But see, now in these last days, a prophet will literally roll through, and nobody would even know. Anytime a prophet was to go through a city back in the ancient world, everything would stop, man. Everything would stop, and and everybody would know that such and such is in town, man. And fear will be upon the people's faces, man. Because see why? Because anytime, see, a prophet is a sign from the Lord, man. And usually it's not a good sign, man. Because why? Because the dudes that was brought forth will usually be bad dudes. That's why I forgot the account, but pretty much I forgot who was coming, but pretty much they asked him, if thou come to prophesy to us good tidings or bad tidings, man. But see, the main point is how the fear, like the concern, because see, that's not a good sign, man. Because the Lord is not playing about His word, man. The Lord will be dead fucking serious, man. But see, in these last days, it's that sense of urgency is nowhere to be found, man. Except amongst the election, man. The last generation, man. Of which pretty much which they're ultimately the first fruits, pretty much, man. The election, but really, man, the last of the faithful, Jakes, man, so to speak, man. But I'm kind of rambling off, but Starkey, this is let me get this last precept. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath attained it, and the rest were blinded, man. And those hearing this word, believing this truth, their eyes are open unto you. It's like this is Matthew chapter 13. It's like the word was open unto you, your eyes are opened. You can understand and believe this thing. See, Lord willing that you may be of the election, man. You know what I'm saying? Because see, everybody's in search for the truth. Everybody's in search for, for the meaning of life. Right? And everybody's, finding, their truth and their own opinions. Through atheism, through science, through Christianity, through Roman Catholicism, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, a new age spirituality, just all these different, fucking delusions, man. But the elect have everything they need right here, and it's all through the scriptures, man. And they ain't gotta, go through these fucking harlot houses, to seek understanding from these fucking pork chop eating pastors, man. No, man, but rather, see, the Spirit is dealing with the election, guiding them through correct, upright teachers, and they don't grow, and be moved in this truth, man. And understand this thing, and see, and that's the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah, dealing with his chosen, man, his true election. This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So, for you to really truly understand and perceive this thing, man, you gotta understand you gotta realize, how truly blessed you are, man. And I'm speaking first and foremost to myself and to your brothers and sisters that's listening, man. Like really, man, like the trillions and trillions upon Israelites, on the planet, man. See, the Lord has woken you up, man. He woke you up to understand true and upright doctrine, man. The truth. You're gonna be condemned for it, in this world, but yet the Lord is dealing with you. The power, the Most High, and His Son is dealing with you, man. Literally, man. The true powers are literally dealing with you, man. And they are not, easily accessibly, to be found, man. You can't even, like find His name, but, the truth is open unto you, man. You know what I'm saying? You understand His name, you understand, who they are. You understand, everything before, you know, they happen. You understand what's coming, you know. That's, you know, your eyes being open, you know, your ears, you know, hearing, your eyes perceiving, you know, that's you, being blessed, man. So that Lord willing, you may be of that election, man. You know, and the rest were blinded, man. You know, but see, the Lord has just gave us that hope. You know, but see, you know, as long as we continue, you know, until the end, you know, and keep His patience until the end, the Lord, you know, grant us that mercy, you know, and we be found to be of that election, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, come, man. That's basically the main points that I want to bring for this lesson, man. It's Lord willing that all your brothers and sisters find sanctified. Until next time, I see you, Shalom.